Pleased to welcome to Hockey Zone Kookaburra co-captain heading for the London Olympics, Jamie Dwyer. Jamie, welcome to Cairns in North Queensland, but you're not playing.
No, unfortunately not. I've got a bit of a hamstring tear or strain at the moment, so I was planning to play because I did my hamstring over in Germany 5 weeks ago, but re-strained it on last Saturday at training, so it's very unfortunate and it's put me back a week, so when I get back to Perth I'll be back to training.
In the whole scheme of things, missing a week at this time of the year, is that arguably going to freshen you up?
Hopefully it's a good thing. Also, obviously I want to be out there playing and training with the guys. When you're not out there you seem to, feel a little bit left out, that's for sure. But hopefully it does freshen me up and hopefully I'll come back with no injuries from now on and prepare really well for the London Olympics. So.
What about the rest of the squad? How are they?
Yeah, we've got a few injuries at the moment, but they're all minor soft tissue injuries. So hopefully, probably most of them could play this 3 games up here in Cairns, but we're not risking it at this stage. So once we get back to Perth, hopefully we'll all be training, and then preparations are going well. It was obviously a tough job for the Rick and the other selectors to pick the team because we're such a great 28-man squad at the moment. So it was tough. I think it was it's a great team and preparations are going well.
Jamie, this is your 3rd Olympics campaign. You've already got a couple of medals, but how does this squad compare to past campaigns?
I think as a squad in the 28, there's much more depth and much more competitiveness at training, that's for sure. And it's been a little bit different because over the last 3 years we've had a lot of numbers play for the Australian team. In 2009 we had 44 players played, 2010 I think 38 or something, and this year not just 28 but there was a couple outside the squad as well. So it's definitely a squad that's has a lot of depth, like I said, and everyone's very competitive at training. Coming up here, it is a little bit different. We came up in 2004 with just the 16 players, and that was a real team building sort of trip. 2008, very similar, 16 players plus the 2 extras that come over to Beijing, and it was that team building. This one's been a little bit different because we left it a lot later. We've named the team, but there's still the whole squad training and playing. So I think once we get back to Perth and once the team is actually just together, we have a few team meetings, we talk about the London Olympics. I think it's going to get that team building and then can really judge from there. But as an individual side of things, I think these guys have just as much talent or individual brilliance as what the 2004 team did that won in Athens, or even in Beijing. We had some really good players there. We lost the semi-final, but to bring home a bronze medal was also good. But yeah, it would be a shame if we don't go to London and play to our potential, because if we do play to our potential, we're going to be a very tough team to beat, and we've got some brilliant individual players out there that can really change a game, and so we'll see what happens, but it's hard to judge at the moment.
In these games, what can we expect to see from the Kookaburras? Anything new, or what should we be looking for?
Hopefully entertaining hockey, hopefully high quality, good basic skills, great ball speed and lots of field goals plus penalty corners. And New Zealand play very similar to us, so they've learned a lot from us over the last 10 years of watching us, or even longer. So they play very similar to us, so hopefully both teams will put on a good show and we'll see some good entertaining hockey. But as of different things, there could be a few different things. Taking the goalkeeper off, things like that might happen at the Olympic Games. So we need to practice in a real game like we are up against New Zealand here. So.
Now, on a personal level, you're going to be going to London with Matt Goads, who's your cousin or nephew?
Cousin.
And does he still pay attention to what you tell him?
Most of the time, even though he doesn't like to admit that he pays attention to me, I think he does actually listen to me and takes it on board. And it's great to see him in the team. I'm very proud, I guess, to have him in there and to be his cousin. And we've been a very close family, my family and his, growing up. And I used to catch up with him and his brothers and mum and dad at least twice, 3 times a week, and see him come from little boys, make the same sort of steps as what I made into now becoming one of a great striker, and he's only on the way up at the moment, and it's great to see him just keep improving. And also my brother-in-law is also from Rockhampton, Mark Knowles, so we've got 3 Rocky boys in the team, which is great, and we're all related, which is a little bit funny, but it's really good. So.
I mean, it really is extraordinary. The three people who born and bred Rockhampton, learnt their hockey in Rockhampton, are off to London for the Olympics. Is there any secret to the water in Rockhampton, or just what is it?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think just in country places in general, there's a lot of country guys in the team. I think 90% of us are country. So it just shows that in the country, Australian country areas, we are producing good, whether it's hockey players, AFL, rugby league, good sportsmen. And yeah, I don't know what it is up there at the moment with the hockey. We've got a lot of good talent coming through, and we're very proud of that. And if myself, Mark, and Matt can keep, the growth of hockey players in not just Rockhampton, but all the country areas and all of Australia, that's a good thing. But yeah, maybe it's the beef. I'm not too sure.
And Jamie, Matt may be taking notice to your advice what to do in the hockey field, but he's not paying attention to the advice you're giving him on Twitter, about Twitter.
Yeah, no, he's not actually. He doesn't listen to me, that sort of stuff. He prefers to follow people and just see what they say rather than tweet himself, but yeah.
And you'd have to be the leader in terms of followers on Twitter amongst the hockey players?
Yeah, I think so.
How many you got now?
I think I got about 5,500 people, so I'm not too sure how many of the other guys have, but it's I guess it's modern technology. People stay involved via Twitter and Facebook and on the internet, so it's the way the world's going, and people can keep up with the hockey teams, the Kookaburras and the Hockey Roos and myself and all the other players, and it's an easy way. They know where we are and what we're doing, and how we're preparing for a game and that sort of thing, so it's great for young kids to be able to follow us.
Jamie, thanks for joining us on Hockey Zone. A pity we can't see you playing in Cairns over the next couple of days, but we can't wait to see the boys perform and hopefully a few Jamie Dwyer goals in London. Thanks again.
Cheers, thank you very much.
Thanks, Jamie.